Hey guys, Earl here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today you're cooking with Earl. We are going to do something fun. So, a few days ago, I actually churned out my own homemade butter, and the byproduct of making butter is buttermilk. Well, when I did it, I made it flavored. I made it flavored with rosemary and garlic, and then I also made another butter that was brown sugar, cinnamon, and honey. I saved the buttermilk from those, and for the last 38 hours, I have been marinating some center cut pork chops, beautiful little pork chops. So today, I'm gonna show you how I like to make them when I cook them. And it's really easy, you guys. Pork chops is one of those fun things to cook because it cooks pretty quick. It's not hard to know when they're done. You're looking for an internal temperature of 165 degrees on pork products, or 145, excuse me. 145 degrees, I was thinking chicken for a second, when you're cooking pork chops. So I'm gonna show you how simple and easy it is. I've had these marinating, the buttermilk, the enzymes in that, all those things make for the most tender, flavorful pork chop. Now, if you aren't churning out your own butter and making your own flavored butter, you can also buy buttermilk at the store and flavor it with regular seasonings. I just happen to be making home churned butter, and I thought, you know what? Let's take and marinate some pork chops. So I've got these little beauties right here, and they've been sitting there. Oh man, that smells good, for quite a while. And I'm not even gonna make an egg wash on this because I'm just gonna go right back into the buttermilk when I get done. But these are the pork chops that I'm doing, just a couple center cut pork chops, nice and tender. I'm gonna set this back over here. We're just gonna run it through flour right quick, get a little coating on it. And I like to establish a base whenever I'm doing any type of breading. You know, it's funny when it comes to breading things, for some reason a lot of people have a lot of hard time with that. But the reality is, if you're having difficulty, grab flour, grab a little bit of cornstarch, and you can coat anything up and things are going to stick to it. So we're just gonna dredge this through the flour here. Make sure I get all the sides done. Then we're gonna go straight from here back into the buttermilk wash, and over here from the flour dredge over to the buttermilk, I've got some panko here, and the panko is gonna set this up nicely. Now I think what I'm gonna do before I get over on that is I think I'm going to give this a quick rinse. One thing about flour and buttermilk, boy, it'll gum you up in a hurry. And it's messy, you guys, but you know what, cooking's good if it isn't messy. So we'll go back over here into the buttermilk right quick. We've got that base on there, and then we're gonna go straight, let it drip off just a little bit, and go right over here into the panko. And I'm gonna make sure I get all my edges in this panko. Oh my gosh, that is gonna be the best little crispy pork chop. You know, for breakfasts and things like that, what a great treat. You know, you can get these center cut pork chops. I get all my meat from the Savory Butchers. You guys know there's a link below this video so you can do the same. But it's the best quality meat I've found, and it's the easiest and funnest to cook because when there's quality, it always comes out tasting delish. And these are no exception. All right, let's get that panko on there. Try not to waste anything. All right, look at those. That is gonna be delish. Okay, gloves off right quick. I'm gonna turn up the heat over here. So I told you a second ago I churned out my own butter, so I actually used some of that butter in the skillet. So I'm gonna bring that up to where it's just starting to bubble a little bit over here on the gas stove. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, let that heat settle. And then I'm going to add these, and it's not going to take long to cook, but I'm going to actually season my pork chop now. And I'm going to use some fresh thyme, just a little sprinkle of that, a little bit of garlic salt. Now, some of that butter that I made had garlic in it, but that's okay. You can never use too many spices, I believe, because you're painting a picture with food. Some cracked pepper. I like the coarse cracked pepper when I'm doing meat and stuff like that. It holds up a little better in the cook. And then we're gonna add some granulated onion. So this isn't salt, this is just granulated onion. And we're gonna give these a quick little turn. Get the other side of them. Same thing again, some fresh thyme. I love the herbs. In summertime, I'm growing my own herbs, but if I run out and I cook a lot, or I don't get quite enough, I'll have to buy them at the store. Cracked pepper, coarse grind, and then a little bit of garlic salt. All right, so these beauties are ready to go into the skillet. The buttermilk, it's done, it's served its purpose, so I will dispose of that. My heat's starting to come up in here, so I'm gonna add a splash of olive oil, kind of use that to deglaze some of this garlic in the pan. Oh man, look at those little bits of goodness. This will not take long to come up to temp, you guys. You can hear it start to sizzle. Now we know she's just about ready. Okay, so I'll probably end up serving these up with eggs because I haven't had breakfast yet this morning. We're just doing some cooking here in my kitchen. Okay, so we're about 5 minutes into the cook, and these beauties are done. Oh, look at those gorgeous, gorgeous pork chops. Now I'm just gonna let these sit like this, and they're gonna rest, and they're gonna come right up to the tip that I need. I can tell by feeling where they're at. But throw a few eggs, some hash browns in there with that, maybe some country gravy, and bam, you've got an awesome meal. Hey, look, make sure you like and subscribe down below. I'll show you more cooking tips the way I cook in my kitchen. I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you next time here in Earl's Kitchen. Bye-bye.